Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be sharing with you a detailed recipe on how to make two of the most delicious soups in Nigeria. I'll show you how to make bitter leaf soup, ofe onugbu, and ofe oha, which is oha soup. I hope you enjoy watching. Please enjoy the rest of the video. My name is Oge and you're welcome to my kitchen. Let's get started. I'll be making two different soups today, and that explains the amount of cocoyam I have here. I'm Igbo and we call cocoyam ede. What do you call cocoyam in your local dialect? Let me know down in the comment section. I took out all the unwanted ones and spoiled ones before washing it properly. I added the ede back into my pot, added enough water to cook, and I'll cook this until it becomes very soft. 15 minutes later, I went back to check on the ede, and this is what we have. You can tell that the fork went through very easily. That shows that the ede is soft enough to be prepared. You can do the preparation the traditional method, which is using your mortar and pestle to pound it, but I'll be using a blender to make it very easy for me. I peeled off the back of the ede off camera and I proceeded to slice it up to make it easy for my blender. After that, I waited for it to cool down a bit and I blended until it was nice and smooth. I won't be making the soups today, so I'll store this in the freezer. Few days later, it's time to make the soup, but then I have to prepare my meats. I'll be using this meat to cook both the oha soup and the bitter leaf soup. To season the meat, I went in with roughly blended pepper. This is Scotch bonnet pepper. I added seasoning cubes and salt. This is all I use to season my meat. When making bitter leaf or oha soup, I don't season with onion, and I also do not add any spices. I just keep it very simple, but feel free to do yours however you like. So after adding the ingredients, I mix properly until well combined. I'll add enough water to this and I'll let it cook until it is like 80% cooked. I want it to be like 80% cooked because the meat will still continue the cooking process when it's inside the pot of soup. While the meat is cooking nicely, I'll proceed to prepare the rest of my ingredients. In here, I have my bitter leaf. As a Nigerian, you know that if you get bitter leaf from the open markets, you have to rewash it or boil it, else you'll be making soup with bitter leaf, like with a real bitter taste in it. So what I usually do is that I boil this for a few minutes, maybe like 10 minutes, to get rid of some of the bitter taste so as not to ruin my soup. So this has been boiling for like 5 minutes. It has about 5 minutes to go. I'll use that for my bitter leaf soup, which is ofe onugbu. And over here I have my oha leaf. So this is what the oha leaf looks like. To prepare the oha leaf, I'll take the leaves out from the stalk. This is very easy to prepare. You can see how I'm doing it in the video. It comes up very easily. You just have to slide it and then the leaf comes off. The choice of vegetable influences the taste of your soup, so always go for fresh vegetables. You can see how fresh this oha looks. After taking out the oha leaves from the stalk, I'll proceed to cut or divide it. You don't have to do this with a knife. Knife marks makes oha leaves to be dark, so we don't want that. You just have to use your fingers and then cut it into 2 or into 3. It shouldn't be too small. I'll do the rest off camera. So this is the final one. My oha leaf is ready. Next up is pepper. I'll be using pepper for this recipe, of course. So I have my roughly blended Scotch bonnet pepper. Use as much pepper as you want. In here, I have my crayfish. This is very important when making any Nigerian soup. Use as much crayfish as you want. I'll blend this into a smooth powder. And this is my uziza leaf. I love using uziza leaf whenever I'm making oha soup. This is what the uziza leaf looks like. This have a very unique scent and taste. I love adding this into my soups. I already washed this properly off camera, so I'll proceed to slice it up nicely. If you've watched up to this point, thank you so much for staying with me. It shows you're enjoying the recipe and I'm truly grateful to have you here. We've not gotten to the real action yet, almost there, so keep watching. It's been 15 minutes after I left the meat to cook and this is what it's looking like. It's like 80% cooked now. Remember I said I won't be cooking this to be completely soft. I'll transfer the meat into a bigger pot because I'll be making both my bitter leaf soup and oha soup inside the pot. I'm not sure how that came out, but keep watching to find out. So this has been boiling nicely and it's time to add some of my ingredients. I've just added my roughly blended peppers, added my crayfish powder. This is my deboned mangala fish. I love making soups with mangala fish. I'm going in with palm oil. Use as much as is needed. After adding these ingredients, I will stir properly to combine. Cover the pot and I will continue to cook. There are different recipes on how to make oha soup. Different people have different methods of preparing their oha soup. But there is a particular ingredient that you're not supposed to omit whenever you're making either bitter leaf soup or oha soup. And that ingredient, it's called ogiri. Ogirisi. I think it's called locust bean in English, fermented locust bean. I've just added that into my pot. I was supposed to add this when I was adding the rest of the ingredients, but I forgot. I've added that now. I'll stir properly, cover, and I'll continue to cook. After about 5 minutes, it already smells amazing inside my kitchen. Guys, look at what this soup is looking like. It's coming on really well and it smells super good. There's one thing though, ogiri has a very bad smell. When it gets into the pot of soup, the smell becomes heavenly. Like it smells super nice inside my kitchen. Next to go in is my blended edam. If this is your first time here, a warm welcome to you. My name is Oge. You are the right place. Kindly consider subscribing. On this channel, I post easy, delicious, and amazing food recipes that I'm sure you'd want to try out. So if you're a foodie or you're looking for where to get food inspirations to recreate, this channel is the place to be. You're already here, so please do me a favor by hitting on the subscribe button. Subscribe to be a part of us. Turn on the notification bell so you'll be among the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. You're going to love it here, and every second you spend here will be worth it. After adding the ede, I stirred until it was properly combined. I'll be going in at intervals to stir until it becomes completely smooth without any lumps. Growing up as a little girl, I was always in the kitchen with my mom. As an ada, it was my place to stay with her in the kitchen. So whenever she was making ede soup then, she used to tell me that after adding the ede, I should try as much as possible not to allow the spoon to touch the bottom of the pot, because if I allowed that to happen, the pot of soup will begin to burn. Did you hear this while growing up? Let me know down in the comments. Do you think it's real or it's just a myth? Let me know down in the comments. 5 minutes later, and the soup is ready to accept my seasoning. I'll season with seasoning cubes and salt. This is all I use to season my bitter leaf soup and oha soup. I also decided to add more pepper because I felt like the soup could do with more pepper, and I stirred properly. Are there people that season bitter leaf soup and oha soup with any other seasoning apart from seasoning cubes and salt? Are there people that add curry powder into their oha soup? Let me know down in the comments. So after about 5 minutes, this is what a pot of soup is looking like. On our soup putu. This is exactly how it should be. It smells amazing and it looks amazing. The soup is like 90% cooked at this point, or like 95% cooked at this point. I mentioned earlier that I'll be making my bitter leaf soup and oha soup inside this pot. Well, the process of making bitter leaf soup and oha soup is the same. The only difference is the addition of vegetables. That changes it from bitter leaf soup, or that makes it bitter leaf soup or oha soup. I went off camera to divide the soup into two different pots. One of the pots will be for my oha soup, while the second one will be for my bitter leaf soup. This right here is for my oha soup, and you can see it's boiling or it's cooking nicely. I'll go in with my uziza leaf, stir properly until it is well incorporated, and then I'll let it simmer for like 2 minutes. After about 2 minutes, I'll go in with my oha leaf. I added the uziza leaf first because it's a bit tougher than the oha leaf. The oha leaf is very soft. You don't even need to cook the oha leaf. It's very soft. So after adding the uziza leaf, I'll stir, cover, and let it simmer for about 2 minutes. Over here, I have the second pot of soup, which is for my bitter leaf soup, ofo onubu. In goes my onubu, which is bitter leaf. There are two methods of washing bitter leaf. If you want to make bitter leaf soup like ofo onubu, the Anambra style ofo onubu, your bitter leaf has to be this way, long like the one shown in the video. After adding the bitter leaf, I'll stir properly, cover the pot, and I'll let it cook. Feel free to add as much bitter leaf as you want. There are people that love enough vegetable in their soups, and there are other people that want little or no vegetable in their soups. So feel free to add according to your preference. I'll let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. It's time for my oha to go in. Once added, the soup is ready. Have you tried any of these soups? Which is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. Personally, I don't think I have a favorite between oha soup and bitter leaf soup. I love both of these soups too much. On some days, I'm team oha soup. On other days, I'm team bitter leaf soup. I just love both of them. So our pot of soup is ready. You can see how it looks. It looks good, it smells good, and it tastes good. We've come to the end of this video and I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like the video to get it to a wider reach. Share it out to your family and friends. Leave me your comments in the comment section. Let me know if you'll be trying out this soup recipe. I believe this is a well-detailed video. All you need to make the perfect bitter leaf and oha soup is included in this video. So let me know if you'll be trying it out. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Thank you for stopping by and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.